welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I have 4 really easy meal ideas for you guys. They're so simple, and the one at the end is my absolute favourite. We'll try and put everything in the description for you guys as well. I'm just going to get straight into the video. Okay, so the first meal idea is a sweet chili halloumi, and all you need for this is 2 packs of halloumi, 2 bell peppers and 3 red onions. We also had some sweet chili halloumi seasoning. It was in the bag with the baking bags that you can buy, but you could do this yourself and you can substitute like the flavors or the sauces. You could do a barbecue one, you could do anything really. It's just an idea, but the bag really was just handy because, like you see, you just dump it all in a bag and then chop the halloumi up, throw that into, give it a good shake, pop it in the oven for 20 minutes. Obviously if you're using meat it would be longer for it to cook, but then I just served it with some white rice and it was so yummy, and you really just didn't miss the meat either. So we'll definitely be doing this again, but I think we'll just buy the bags and just do it ourselves. So the next meal is a creamy chorizo pasta meal, and we actually bought one of the Simply Cook recipe kits from our Tesco shop, and it comes with these little pots of seasoning, but you don't need to use the same seasonings that are in there. Obviously we keep the cards and we'll just do this recipe again. So first off, you just fry off the chorizo and the tomatoes in a little bit of oil. I'm doing a veggie version of this for Riley and Hope as well, and just adding paprika for the colour. Then I added the cream, and you can see it just come together so quickly. And then as you cook pasta and you're done, all I did was sprinkle with some salt, pepper and some chopped spring onions, and it was so yummy. This was a vegetarian one. We just did it with chickpeas and a yellow bell pepper. Okay, so for this next recipe you just need 2.5 leeks or 2 leeks. We just had half of one left over. I've got about 3 or 4 garlic cloves cut up there and some puff pastry. Also got a tub of single cream. You can use double cream if you like. I've got about, I'll pop it on the screen because I can't remember how many potatoes I use now, but I've just crinkle cut them to do the game chips, and I've already boiled those and just dried them off, so they're just waiting to be coated in the flour. And in this flour is all the seasonings as well, so I've just made my own southern fried seasoning, yeah, just like a quick one because we are out of a few things as well. And then you just need, I think I've got about 4 chicken breasts here cut up and all the visible fat removed. So yeah, so that is all you need for this recipe. Okay, so first off, in a hot pan you want to add some oil, some garlic and some chili. Heat them up together, and this infuses the oil, which then coats whatever you are cooking in it. And then I added some leeks, some stock and some flour just to thicken it up. The flour is actually from the seasoning that I made for the game chips, so it's seasoned very nicely. And then I just added some more cream, and I took that out to put it aside because I'm going to cook the chicken in the same pot. I'm just going to save washing and just go ahead. It's all going to be, you know, in the same pan anyway. So just season the chicken however you like. Make sure the chicken is cooked, and then add back in your leek mixture and some more cream. I did add a little bit more water just to make it a bit more runny, but you don't want it too runny because it will ruin your pie. So next I'm going to make the game chips, and I'm just lightly coating them in flour, and then I'm going to spray some oil on them and pop them in the oven, just turning halfway through so they cook on both sides and I can spray them both and there's no flour left over. Okay, so turn out your pie mixture into whatever dish that you want to cook it in. I'm then sort of measuring up just by eye the pastry, and all I'm doing is roughly folding it in and tucking it into bed, as Jamie Oliver would say, and then I'm going to brush it with some egg. I also put some lines across just so it had if there's excess moisture and whatever, it can just come out. Sounds really professional, doesn't it? I did leave it in a little bit longer than I usually would, but please listen to this crunch. So we have a really nice crispy, flaky crust on the pie, and all I'm going to do is serve it up with some broccoli and some game chips. I didn't really get a good shot of it once I'd served it up because the kids just poured gravy all over it. Okay, so this recipe has to be my favourite because you can do it in so many ways. So again, everything you guys need I will put in the description box below so you can check out the ingredients. But all I'm doing is frying some onions and some garlic, and then I'm just going to pop my veg in and coat that as well in the oil and the garlic. Okay, so add whatever seasonings that you want. I just use oregano, salt and pepper, and then add your tomatoes and your stock. And then what you want to do is just chop the tomatoes up and let it come to the boil, then turn down the heat and pop the lid on, just like half on and half off. Leave that for 10 minutes and this is what it looks like. You can actually have it just like that and serve it with bread, or just have it as a like stew, but I'm actually going one step further and I'm blending it so it actually makes a sauce. And then what I'm going to do is, I mean, you could have it like this as a soup, I suppose, but I coated some cooked pasta and then I added some chopped tomatoes, salt and pepper on the top, lots of oregano, and then cheese, and then I baked it for 10 minutes. This is how it turned out, and oh my god, I cannot explain to you how yummy it was. Everyone just loved it, even Hope, like she really liked it. And yeah, we just made our own garlic bread to go with it and everyone loved it. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, then I am really grateful. We're almost at 900 subscribers now, so I'm getting very excited. Really appreciate every one of you guys, so thank you so much.